Do you remember that show I was doing? You were there and I got the money, the funding for it, and it's happening on next weekend. So
Mhm.
I'm filled with, oh my God, like fear and maybe excitement and relief that it's almost going to happen. And but I was just aware when you were talking about how that this thing, like it's nothing to do with anything being successful or not. It's like it's just these strange patterns of um, like even like I don't even mind if it goes well or not, but there's so many patterns about like that, that refuse that it could be, that it could go well, or that it's the strangest thing. It's like,
Say that again, Jenny.
well, it's like what's coming up is the sense that it is completely impossible for this to be successful, that it is just cannot be that it would work. And I don't even care if it's successful, but it's such a feeling around, that, uh, like that it's almost like completely attached to the idea that it's a complete struggle, even though there's actually, there's no reason why it should be a struggle, but it's like the holding on to the idea that there has to be catastrophe and fear and all of that is so strong or something. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it has to, like the suffering has to be, like it's almost like something is grabbing and saying it has to be fraught and full of
Oh,
angst.
okay. So we all know pretty much what success is, right?
Yeah.
Everybody stands up and cheers, and it was the
Mm.
greatest dance performance this year, maybe ever. That's success. And
Yeah.
what would the opposite be?
Oh, complete, like, just complete, um, yeah. What would the opposite be? Would just be completely inability to act or do anything, or
No, they would hate it.
they would hate it. Yeah. Yeah.
Hate it. And they would jeer and they would throw tomatoes and they would review it badly and it wouldn't look good.
Yeah.
I'm acting like I don't care if it's not a success and I'm lying,
Yeah.
right? We
Right.
want it
Maybe.
to be a success and we don't believe it can be and it should be and it might be, but I
Yeah.
don't believe,
Yeah.
you know. Um, what would you like more than any of this?
I just like a flow with it, or I would like that it would flow.
So would you be willing to enter flow itself?
Yeah. Except for there's a lot of
No.
no.
Yeah, for a second and a half.
Yeah.
I would love to enter flow, but I would like to solve this dilemma.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to solve this dilemma more.
Yeah.
I would like to be in charge of the dilemma and solve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I only go around in circles.
Yeah.
So I am either a success or it's hated.
Mm.
And I would like to spin the dial so that it only comes out on success. And then my problem is over.
Maybe. Yeah.
Hey, no, then I don't deserve the success. So it's an endless struggle. Yes. So
Yeah.
would you be willing to turn away from all of the mishigas that the mind is sending up, even
Uh,
if you don't understand my Yiddish?
I just had my friend staying actually, who's from New York, and she's Jewish, so she was giving me some of those terms. Yeah. Yeah, I would be willing to turn away from it. Yeah.
Great.
Mm.
Now?
Yeah.
Great.
Mm.
That's the indifference I'm talking about. Noticing that there's a possibility to really feel the duality and the contrast and the love and the hate and the success and the failure. I get it.
Mm.
Same old pattern. I'd love it. I don't care. And now I'm turning to the flow directly.
Mm.
it will never say no.
Mm. Mm.
And now I'm home.
Mm.
And the beautiful thing, Jenny, is from the flow, you can meet success and failure.
Mm.
But the flow is first,
Mm.
you see?
Mm.
And it's not a catastrophe if it fails,
Mm.
and it's great if it's a success,
Mm.
because the fullness and the flow is already present.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am that.
Mm.
So from the catastrophe of success, failure, I stay locked into my head. And
Mm.
from having indifference to it and turning away, I'm automatically in an open heart
Yeah. Yeah.
by itself. And from the open heart, well, the whole thing is an adventure and
Mm.
play.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is working and this isn't. And this is great. This isn't.
Yeah.
But I'm already open.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a fun adventure that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this doesn't work. So maybe it's not supposed to.
Mm. Mm.
And this could be done better. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a catastrophe.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
I have the opportunity in this existence to create something special.
Mm.
I have gotten funding for
Mm.
this thing of creation that I have worked with
Mm.
talented people.
Mm.
I have created something. It is being presented.
Mm.
Look at all of that creation. Look
Mm.
at all of that beautiful manifestation.
Mm. Mm.
What a beautiful flow.
Mm.
All from your desire.
Mm.
Now be the flow.
Mm.
Fully enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Thank you.
My pleasure. Make a video of it. I'd love to see it.
Well, I send you stuff. I send you.
Yes, and I'll give you my critical review.
Very good.
Just to see if you can be indifferent to that.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Hmm. Hi, Louise. How are you?
Hi, Stuart. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm really, really enjoying our gathering here. I'm enjoying feeling the edges that arise and then dissolve.
Good.
And literally in the last day or so, it's like the eyes look forward, but the sight is really directed backward, if that makes any sense.
What do you mean backwards?
It's like the physical human eyes take in the environment, but it's almost like the attention is resting completely as the background now. It's like the background has taken over, if that makes sense.
That's beautiful.
And it's lovely because I had fallen into the background and there was still the foreground of the body the shapes and the patterns in the body. But though that patterning seems to have fallen away quite a bit, you know, some patterns came up in this call, but now it seems, like I said, like it's all background.
And you still exist.
And I still exist.
Yeah, I think people get confused that if I am the self and I am the background or the flow or however we're wording it, that I'm supposed to become invisible or something.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing. If I don't exist, then am I dead? Do I
Yeah.
down? Am I napping? What's going on?
Yeah. That
Yeah.
those thoughts didn't come. Where I was sticking was the body, was seeing the body as the object.
Yes.
And
Well,
then I had to just drop that because I wasn't going to figure out how I'm not the body.
yeah.
That's when I fell into the background with the body.
But you're still trying to figure it out.
Because I'm trying to answer it now. I think it's,
Yes.
I can feel that's, yeah.
Yes. Yes. I would say that if you are identifying with the background that's holding, well, which is consciousness, holding the whole play together, the whole dream, everything. If you're identifying with that, and at the same time you're talking in the group, and you're aware of all of your senses operating, yes, and you know you have a body, and you're talking and you're present, you are in a state of awareness. The awareness of the background is present, and you're also present of being conscious and awake. A living entity, but not really relating to the body. Is that accurate?
That's accurate. When I was describing it to someone, I took a walk on the beach and they were asking me that same question. They were like, well, was there not the body walking on the beach? And I said, well, 10% of the awareness could feel that the feet were touching the sand and the body was walking. There was the rest of the awareness was the sky, was the whole environment.
Is that what's here now, Louise?
Is that what's here now?
Yes.
Okay, let me just
check what's here now.
Well, what's here now is there's heightened, the heart is beating faster because I'm the focus of attention right now. So I'm feeling that attention.
Let's just say that you cannot do anything wrong as the self. And you are the self and you're aware of it. So the person is trying to show you that they're still alive, kicking, and a little fearful.
Yes.
Notice that. From the self's point of view, you notice the person.
Okay.
And now practice indifference to that.
Okay.
Notice, leave it. Don't try to quiet the mind. It's not necessary.
It's the mind that I can't get to, because the surface mind, that's not active. It's like a deeper, very unconscious mind that's getting, it's good. It's getting, I can feel it getting stirred.
And what does it feel like to get stirred? What is it trying to do?
It just feels like it's wriggling. And awareness, it's like self is unsticking itself from the wriggle, from the whatever that bind.
Look, Louise, everybody has this issue. Mind wants to stay in control. Mind wants you to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Mind does not want to die. It loves being in control. It doesn't care how it gets your attention. Notice is what I'm saying. Notice how it
Okay.
tries.
I get it.
Get it?
I get it.
Notice how it's trying to wrap you around its little finger and leave it. Lose interest in your own mind shenanigans. I say this to the group because you want the freedom that you are. If you really want it, be it. Don't take any of this stuff as more important. Notice how it's trying to preempt. And wiggle. Lovely word. Notice. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it can do all kinds of stuff. It can make you turn beet red. It can give you a sour stomach. It can give you butterflies. It can get enraged. So what? Leave it. Lose interest in your own mind. And then when you do that, you merge with self. You enter it completely. And the body becomes light. And I'm not talking about the light of a candle, although that's true too, but just light, no concern. I am conscious. It is a state of samadhi, actually. Conscious samadhi. I am here. My senses have activated. I can speak and hear and smell and touch. But I am the awareness of self. That's my identity. I am home. And I have this awareness of being through this miraculous body that sees and feels and hears and does. What a miracle. And I am the witness to this miracle. Miracle of miracles. That is the gift of being absorbed in self. All is done. All is perfect as it is in this moment. Nothing needs to be changed. That is the absence of mind. Nothing in the entire universe needs changing. You'll never hear a person say that. But I am saying it to you, to everyone. Nothing in the entire universe needs changing. All is perfect. Nothing can be different than the way it is. That is the voice of self. If you don't want to be burdened by all the belief that things need to be changed, then that is your awareness of existence. Burdened and trying to change things, starting with your own head. But when you are indifferent to your own mind, absolutely nothing needs changing.